Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the world of animals of amigurumi. It's something that we haven't done yet in this channel, but we are creators, right? We can do mostly everything. So I was thinking I have to inspire my passionate crocheter. Instead of making just bag, why not inspire you to do other things? So I thought about amigurumi. So that's what we're going to do today. And as you can see here, we have 4 different colors of yarn. These are bulky, super bulky yarn, I could say. Where is it again? Yeah, you can see here it's super bulky yarn, so it's really thick. And this brand is Bernat Blanket. It's very popular brand. So as you can see, all these are all from the same brand, from Bernat Blanket. You have pink, you have white, you have this light blue, and you have yellow. So you're going to use all those 4 colors. The yellow especially is going to be to make the flower, because I would like her to have a flower on her neck. So the yellow we use later on when we finish the main part. Okay, so you have 4 different colors. It might be any color that you have. It don't need to be my own colors. Okay, it's your creation. Okay, you will need some stuffing. This is fiberfill. And this amigurumi is going to be like medium size, so you need like a good amount of stuffing. Okay, and you need a pair of scissors. You will need hook. Your hook is going to be number 5. You will need 2 safety eyes. That's number 24, I think. Yeah, that's 24 millimeters. You need a needle to sew, and you need some stitch markers. Yeah, and that's it. We're going to start with the feet. We need 4 feet, and as you can see, I've already made some. I made 3. We need 1 more because we need 4. Okay, you're going to start with blue and make a ring first. Okay, once you have your ring, you're gonna go in, take your yarn and make a chain. Okay, then inside there I'm gonna make 8 single crochet. Okay, this one doesn't count as a single crochet. Okay, so make 8 single crochet in the magic ring. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm just going to pull to close the ring. Okay, just like that. Then you're gonna have to bring on a stitch marker and put it on the last stitch. You see the last one. Okay, now that you have your 8 single crochet inside the magic ring, we're going to move on to the next to the second round, where you're going to just make increases. Okay, we have 8 single crochet, so we're going to increase each of them, so you're going to have 16 at the end. Okay, so just come here on the first one and start making your increases. You have to count them to make sure that you're having the same. It's very important that you have 16 at the end. Okay, so this is 1 increase. Okay, that's 2 increases, that's 3 increases, that's 4, that's 5, 6, 7, and the last one with the stitch mark, I'm going to take it off. It's going to be the last one, 8. So we have 8 increases. So 8 multiplied by 2 is 16. You have to make sure that you have 16. If not, your pattern is not going to turn out very good. Okay, so you have 16. Now we're going to bring on our white color. Okay, so just put it aside for now, but because on this next round we're going to use this blue and white, that's why we are bringing it on. So what you're going to do for now, you're going to crochet on the back loops only back loops. So what you're going to do, you're going to start with 2 single crochet with blue. Okay, with this color. back loop only. So go in there, the back loop, and make 1 single crochet. Go to the next stitch, make another single crochet on the back loops. Okay, and when you do the second single crochet, don't pull it. When you get at this point, you have to add white. Okay, so bring white. I'm going to pull through with white, just like that. Okay, in the next stitch, the next back loop of in the back loop of next stitch, we're gonna make a bubble stitch. So we take a yarn over, gonna go on the back loop of the next stitch, and then you're gonna pull and pull through 2. Take your yarn again, go in that same, pull through 2. You have 3 on the loops, go it again, so you go it 3 times. Now you have 4. You're going to pull through. Okay, you have 4, right? You have 4. You're going to change the color before you pull through. Okay, pull through all at the same time with blue. Okay, now you're going to go to the next stitch on the back loop, and you're going to do 1 single crochet, only 1. So go to the next stitch on the back loop. I'm going to make 1 single crochet, and now you have your 2 loops on the hook. I'm going to bring back white to pull it through with white. Okay, just like that. Then I'm just going to keep repeating this one and this one, the bubble stitch with white and the single crochet with blue. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next one and make my bubble stitch, 1, 2 and 3. Then I'm going to pull through with blue. Then I'm going to go to the next stitch and change the color, and I'm going to pull through with white. See, just like that. Next, I'm going to go to the next stitch and do my bubble stitch, 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to change the color to pull through. Then I'm going to go to the next stitch and make single crochet. Then I'm going to pull through with white. Then another bubble stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, then pull through all at the same time. Then go to the next stitch, then change the color, then another bubble stitch, 1, 2, 3, change the color, pull through all at the same time. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 1 more. Just gonna go to the next stitch and make a single crochet, pull through with white, then make a bubble stitch on the next one, 1, 2 and 3. Then gonna pull through with blue, and that's what we got. Now you can cut your white off because we're done with it. Okay, so we have 3 single crochet left there. We're just going to make 3 single crochet on those 3 left with blue. 1, 2, and the last one, the back. Remember, you do it on the back loop. You can put your stitch marker back on. Okay, so this is your round number 3. Okay, now you're going to make 2 more rounds, round number 4 and 5. Yes, it's going to be just single crochet with blue. Okay, with this blue. So just go ahead and start making single crochet. That's 1, and make sure you're counting. It's very important. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and the last one is 16. Okay, you're gonna make one last round to close the feet. Okay, just go around once again and make your 16 single crochet. Okay, and the last one. Then just cut it off. You can take the stitch marker and just pull it. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so you have your 4 legs ready. Okay, once we have the legs ready, what we're gonna do, we're gonna start the belly. Okay, to do the belly, we're still using this color. Okay, for the belly, we're gonna start the same way with 8 single crochet in a magic ring. Okay, so make your magic ring again. Then you're gonna go in there and make a chain first. Then you're gonna make 8 single crochet inside that ring. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just gonna pull, and on the last one you're gonna put your stitch mark. Okay, now that you have your 8 single crochet in the magic ring, you're gonna increase 8 times, so you're gonna have 16 again. Okay, just go to the first one. I'm gonna start making all my. Okay, so you have to count it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last one with the stitch marker, you take it off, and 8. That's round number 2. Round number 3, I'm going to make 3 single crochet and increase times 4. Okay, 3 single crochet, increase. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 single crochet. On the next one, I'm going to do an increase. Okay, so 1, and that same, I'm going to make another one, so 2 in that same space. Then I'm going to make 3 single crochet again. 1, 2, and 3. The next one, I'm going to make an increase. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. On the next one, it's going to be an increase. Then 1, 2, 3. On the last one, on the stitch marker, I'm going to make an increase. So that's 3 single crochet increase 4 times, and you're going to get 20 single crochet by the end of this round. Okay, so this is the belly, and this is how we're gonna start connecting the legs with the belly. Okay, so bring your feet back on. Okay, now let's connect. This is your belly. Just grab one leg. Okay, you're gonna turn your belly like this, facing down, and you're gonna go to the first, you see that first single, yeah, we see that first single crochet. See, this is where you ended your leg. You can see the tail. So you're gonna go on the first single crochet on that leg, then you're gonna take your yarn and go to the next stitch on the belly. You see, this is the last stitch of the belly, right? Go to the next stitch of the belly, bring your yarn in like this, and you're gonna make a single crochet. So you connect one already. Now you're gonna go to your last stitch on the feet. It's this one. You see the tail, right? The little tail. Go inside that last stitch and you go to the next stitch on the body, the next one, and you're gonna make a single crochet. This is how you connect the belly with the first leg. Okay, we connected with 2 single crochet, so we use 2 single crochet on the body, on the belly, and 2 single crochet on the leg. Now we're going to do 4 single crochet only on the body, on the belly. Okay, so go to the next and make single crochet, go to the next one again, single crochet, next one, single crochet, and next one, single crochet. So you make 4 single crochet here. Next, you're going to grab another leg. You're going to do exactly what we did before. Go to the first stitch on the leg and go to the next stitch on the belly. You're going to make a single crochet. Then go to the last stitch on the leg and the next stitch on the body. You're going to make a single crochet. So that's 2. Okay, now you're going to make 2 single crochet, 1 and 2. You're going to grab the third leg now, and we're going to do the same thing. Go to the first single crochet and go to the next stitch of the belly, and then single crochet, go to the last stitch on the leg and the next stitch on the belly, and single crochet. Okay, then we're going to make 4 single crochet again on the belly. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, 4 single crochet. Now I'm going to grab my last leg of foot. I'm going to do the same thing. Go to the first single crochet on the last round and go back to the belly. On the next, you're going to do single crochet. Then you're going to go to the last stitch on the leg. You're going to go to the next stitch on the belly. You're going to make 2 single crochet. So that's 2. And then you're going to be left with 2 single crochet, this one and the one with the stitch marker. Just going to go there, 1 and the last one. Okay, just like that. That's how you connect the legs to the belly. Okay, before we move on, there's some things I just need to clarify, okay, so that we understand what we are doing. Okay, so remember that the legs, each leg had 16 single crochet, right? We took 2 on each of them to connect to the belly, meaning if I take 2 out of 16, I'm going to stay with 14. So I still have 14 single crochet here, 14, 14 and 14. So 14 times 4 is 56. Okay, so we have 56 single crochet on the 4 legs at the moment because we took 2. Okay, on the belly we had 20 chains. We took 2 multiplied by 4, so we took basically 8 on the belly, so we are remain with 12. So you're going to have 56 on the legs plus 12. It's going to be 68. 56 on the legs plus 12. It's going to be 68. It's important that you have this number of the single crochet around. If not, you're going to have some trouble, please. So we're just going to make sure that we have it. So on the next row, and another thing important, you remember that on the belly we had 3 rounds, right? We have round number 1, 2 and 3. On round number 3 we have 20. I'm just going to continue the next round as round number 4. Okay, I'm just counting from the belly, round number 1, 2, 3, and the next one is going to be round number 4. We are counting from the belly, not from the legs. And the one that we just joined, this one that we joined the leg with, I don't count it as a round. Now let's start making single crochet around. So now how you're going to do, you're going to go this way, come back here, go this way, go this way, come back, go this way, until we reach the starting points. Okay, just going to go round the legs and round the belly. Okay, so this is the one we used to connect with the belly. So you're going to go to the next one that's not connected, this one. Going to go there and start making your 14 single crochet on these legs, on this first leg. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the last one on the leg is 14. And remember, we had 4 single crochet in between. I'm going to make my 4 single crochet there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to go to the leg and make my 14 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the last one 14. Then I have 2 single crochet in between, 1 and 2. Then I'll go to the third leg and make my 14 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the last one 14. Okay, and in between we had 4 single crochet. I'm going to make them 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to go to the last leg, make my 14 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and the last one 14. Then we finish with 2 single crochet here, right? So 1, and the one with stitch marker is gonna be 2. And this round is completed. This round number 4. Okay, so that's how it looks like so far. Okay, so that's the most important part, like the tricky part, and we have completed it. And from here it's going to be really easy. So we just finished row number 4. You're going to go up to row number 10, making only single crochet, going just round. Okay, going round, 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 round until you reach row number 10. So when you reach row number 10, I'm going to meet you there to see what to do next. Okay, so just continue. When you reach row number 10, remember this row number 4, because we are counting from the belly and we didn't count the row that we connect the legs with. Okay, so row number 4 is this one we just completed. You're going to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. When you get to the 10, I'm going to meet you there again. Okay guys, welcome back. So as you can see, I went from row number 4, which is this one. You see the stitch marker? So that was 4, row number 4, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, So this is how it looks like so far. This is the back, this is the side and another side, and this is the front. Okay, so now we're just gonna try to fill to stock the legs. Okay, and from now on you're gonna stock as you go. So just bring some stuffing on. I'm just gonna try to stock the legs first. Okay, so I think they are good. Okay guys, when you feel like your legs are good, you feel them very well, we're gonna continue, and we're gonna start making the decreases. We're gonna start making the shape, decreasing it to make that shape that we want. Okay, so I'm going to put the instructions, this from row number 10 11 until you finish the body. I'm going to put the instruction in the description box so that you can follow it through. I'm only going to put the link to this pattern. It's a link to my Etsy shop. I'm going to put the link there so that you can, if you want to have the full pattern, you can go there and have it. Okay, so let's continue now. So row number 11, I'm going to do row number 11, and you're going to finish the rest following the instruction I'm going to give you. Okay, let's do this one row, and the rest of it is going to be pretty easy. Okay, so row number 11, I'm going to start by making 10 single crochet. Okay, 10 single crochet. So let's count. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, once you have 10 single crochet, you're going to make 6 single crochet decrease 6 times. If you want, you can even mark this part here to say this is my 10 single crochet from the beginning. Okay, that's 10. So let's now make 6 single crochet decrease times 6. Okay, so let's go. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and I'm going to decrease. And to make your decrease, you're going to take only one loop, the front loop. Okay, only the front loop. So that's how it works. So you go to the next stage, you take it, the front loop only. You go to the next one, you take it as well, only the front loop, and you pull through at the same time, and you make your single crochet. That's how you make a decrease. If you don't want to confuse yourself, you can use some stitch marker to say, yeah, this is the first set of 6 single crochet and decrease, and you mark it if you don't want to get confused. Okay, then let's go to the second set. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Okay, then I make a decrease on the front loops only. I'm taking both at the same time. I pull, then I make a single crochet. Okay, this is going to be the second set of the 6 single crochet and decrease, and you just continue the same thing. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. Then I make my decrease. I can mark it. Then 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then it may decrease. I can mark it. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and decrease. So that's 1 2 3 4 5. We have one set more to make 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oh my goodness, 6. Okay, 6. Then I'm gonna make my decrease. Okay, so now you have your 10 single crochet, your 6 single crochet and decrease. So one set, the second set, the third one, the fourth one, the sixth, the fifth, and this the last one, the sixth. Okay, so you have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and you're going to remain here with 10 single crochet. So you're going to finish with 10 single crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10, and that completes your row number 11. Okay, it's just like that. Like I said, if you don't want to get confused, just keep your stitch marker on as you go. Okay, so in the next row, row number 12 is going to be, you're going to see have your 10 single crochet, 10 single crochet here. You're going to make 5 single crochet, decrease, 5 single crochet, decrease, 5 single crochet, decrease 6 times again, and you're going to finish again with 10 single crochet. Anyways, like I told you, I'm going to put the instructions in the description box. You just follow it and it's going to be pretty easy. So I'll meet you when you finish this part. So you're going to finish this on row number 20, and you're going to have 18 single crochet by that time. Okay, so you still have 9 rows to do, row number 12 to row number 12, from row number 12 to row number 20. Okay, so I'll meet you when you finish row number 20. Okay guys, so this is what we got so far. I hope you got the same thing. You see I stuffed it. It's very sturdy. Yeah, this is how the belly looks like. Okay, so that's it. And this is the front. Always you can, yeah, maybe keep a stitch marker there, like just like I did, to say, yeah, this is the front. Yeah, and you finish here with 20 on row number 20 right over here. Okay, so that's the last row, and we're gonna make the hair now, because you're gonna sew the hair after on top of it. Okay, so you have the same result. Okay, I'm just gonna put it aside and we can start the hair. Maybe before I go, I can just cut. You can cut and leave a little tail. You can fix it later. Okay, so just put it aside. Now we're going to start the head. Okay, to do the head, we're still gonna start with the magic ring, and you're gonna make 6 single crochet inside. Let me zoom this. Okay, you're gonna make 6 single crochet inside the magic ring. You make a chain first, right? Then you make 6 single crochet. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. You're just gonna pull and you need a stitch marker. Okay, so put your stitch marker on the last stitch. Okay, row number 2, we're gonna increase, like we're gonna do 6 increases, like you're doing 2 single crochet in the same stitch. You're gonna get 12 at the end. Okay, 1. Okay, that's 1 increase. That's 2 on the same stitch. That's 3. That's 4, 5. And the last one is going to be this one, 6. Okay, you're going to put it back. Row number 3, you're going to increase again. So row number 1 was 6 single crochet. Row number 2, 12 single crochet, because we increases everywhere. Row number 3, we're going to do increases as well. We're going to do 12 increases, so we're going to have 24 by the end of this row. Okay, so you have to increase each stitch. You have to count. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, so you're going to double each one all the way until you get to the end. You're going to have 24, like I said, and count it as you go, because you don't want to make a mistake. The last one, you put your stitch marker back. Okay, now the next row is going to be row number 4. We're going to do single crochet increase 12 times. Okay, so you go to the next one, it's going to be single crochet, and the next one is going to be an increase. Okay, next one is just 1 single crochet, the next one is going to be increase. Okay, so 1 single crochet increase, 1 single crochet increase until you get to the end. Okay, that's the last increase to complete this round. Okay, for the next two rounds, round number 5 and round number 6, I'm going to make only single crochet. Okay, so you're going to have 36 single crochet, okay, on the next 2 rounds. So just make single crochet, no increases, only single crochet all round for this round and for the next round. Okay. Okay guys, so I just completed my 2 row, like I said, row number 5 and 6. They were only single crochet. You're gonna have 36 single crochet by the end of these 2 rows. Now you're gonna move on to row number 7. On row number 7, we're gonna make some increases again. You're gonna do 2 single crochet increase. Okay, 2 single crochet, and the next one you're gonna increase. You're gonna do that 12 times. You're gonna have 48 single crochet by the end of the row. Okay. So you're gonna just start making 2 single crochet first, then on the next one you're gonna increase. The next 2 are gonna be single, the next is gonna be increase. Okay, just gonna do that until you get here at the end. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish with 2 single crochet, and the last one here I'm gonna make an increase. Okay, so that's complete row number 7. From row number 8 until row number 10, I'm going to make only single crochet. Okay, so row number 8 to 10, make only single crochet. So I'll meet you when you get to row number 10. Okay guys, I just completed until row number 10, and that's how it looks like. We're going to start row number 11 now. And this is where we're going to make a gap for the trunk. Okay, so to start this row, we're going to make 10 chains. Okay, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 10 chains. Then we're going to count 10 chains on this part here. Okay, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. on the 11th single crochet, I'm going to go in there. Okay, the 11th one, you go in there and you make a single crochet. Okay, and this is going to be the gap that's going to serve to make the trunk. Okay, then I'll just continue with single crochet until I get to the end. Okay, just get to the end. Okay, just complete row number 11. On the next row, row number 12, we're gonna make only single crochet. Okay, and you're gonna go through these chains here. I'm gonna use only the top loops to make single crochet. Okay, so on the chains, you're gonna only make single crochet on the top loops. Okay, so make sure that you have, because you have 10 chains, right? Make sure that you have 10 single crochet on the 10 chains. Okay, let's start this number single crochet 1 on the chains. So that's 1, that's 2. You can see I'm just taking the top loops. Okay, that's 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one's going to be here. It's going to be 10. Okay, 10 single crochet over the chains. Now we're just going to continue with the rest of the round with only single crochet. Okay, so just going to go there. Make sure that sometimes it's tricky, especially when you got to this corner here. You see, this is the 11th chain that you went inside this one, so don't skip it and go to the next one. Make sure you can see it's here, right? This one here. So make sure you go in there. It's going to be 11th. Okay, then we're just going to continue until you get to the end of the round. Okay, we almost at the end. I'm going to make the last one. Then I'm going to put my stitch marker there. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Row number 13, we're going to start making some decreases. Okay, you're going to make 4 single crochet decrease times 8. Okay, so let's go. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The next 2 are going to be a decrease. Okay, oops. So 4 single crochet decrease. You're going to do that until you get to the end, and you're going to do that 8 times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to make a decrease. Okay, I just completed this round. 4 single crochet decrease times 8. Okay, round number 14, we're going to do 3 single crochet decrease times 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to make a decrease. 1, 2, 3, then a decrease. Finish the round. 3 single crochet decrease 8 times. On the row number 15, we're going to do 2 single crochet decrease 8 times. Okay, okay, just got that at the end. So at this point, I would suggest that we start stuffing a little bit. Okay, just slightly, and we're gonna finish the stuffing later on. Okay, for now don't stuck it too much. Okay. Okay, so for the next row, it's gonna be row number 16. We're gonna make single crochet decrease, one single crochet and one decrease. Okay, so let's go. One, then the next two are gonna be a decrease. One, and then a decrease. So do this until the end. Okay, this complete this round. On the next row, it's going to be 8 decreases. Okay, only decreases on this last row. Okay, so you're just gonna remember you do it on the front loops. And the last two, you take your stitch marker off because you're going to fasten off at this point. So just cut and leave a little piece. Okay, so to fasten off, I'm just going to go over the front loops again, each of those front loops. Okay, just like that. Yeah, that's how you close it. Then you can just bring the yarn somewhere inside. Okay, so that's the way it is, and from here now you can stock more. I mean, you can stuff more. Okay guys, so we're gonna start the trunk now. Remember this chain, the chain that we made over was over here, right? This gap is the 10 chains. So you're gonna just go over like around this hole to make single crochet. You're gonna have 20 because you have 10 there and you have 10 here. And another thing, remember this is the top of your head. This is the top, where you start, and this is the bottom. Because it's very important what I'm saying. You gotta make sure when you're doing the trunk that the top of the hair is facing you. It's like this, right? It's facing you, and you're gonna start going this way. Okay, you're gonna go that way to make sure that the hair stick like this, not like that. It's gonna be wrong. Okay, so I'm just gonna come here in the corner, just right there, and you're gonna make a chain. Okay, this is not a single crochet, it's just something to start with. Okay, it doesn't count. Okay, just go to the next now, and you're gonna start making your single crochet. So that's one single crochet. You can mark it. Okay, just continue. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one here was 10. Okay, now we might have a problem because you see we have this gap here, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to go in, you see just somewhere there on the gap. You're going to make, just go there, right? Then you're just going to go skip and go directly here on the other side, okay? Just like that. It's because we don't want to have a gap here. Then you're going to make a single crochet. You see, just like that. It's to avoid the gap that is going to be there. So we'll just continue. So at the end, you're going to have 20 single crochet. Okay, make sure you have your 20 single crochet. And the last one is going to be just here. And I'm going to take my stitch marker that was here. I'm going to put it back here because it's going to be my last single crochet. Okay. Okay, now I'm just going to start going round like we were doing. Okay, I'm just going to go round again. I'm going to go for, that's for row number 1 for the trunk, right? That's row number 1. Row number 2, 3 and 4, I'm just going to make single crochet. Okay, no decrease, no increase. Okay, so just come and start making single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. Okay, so just like that. Okay, so you're going to do 2 more round number 3 and 4. Okay, just single crochet. Okay, so row number 4. We're going to stop here to include the safety eyes. Okay, it's taking form already. So what you're going to do from the top, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So between row 9 and 10, just right here, you're going to place your safety eye, not too far from the, let's see, not too far from the trunk. Okay, and you have to make sure that you can just place it. Do not close it yet. Okay, do not put this yet, just place it because we're going to judge and to make sure that everything is good before we can do that. So you're going to come here and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So between 9 and 10, you're gonna okay, so you're going to judge yourself and see, are they too close, are they too far, are they too... Okay, so I think that's good. Okay, once you feel that it's good, you can now just come in and close it. Okay, perfect. Okay, so row number 5, I'm going to start with 4 single crochet. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then I'm going to make 2 decreases. Okay, that's 1 decrease, that's 2 decreases. Okay, then I'm going to make 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then I'm going to make another 2 decreases. Okay, that's 1 and that's 2. and I will be left with 2 single crochet. I'm just going to go in 1 and 2. That completes row number 5. Row number 6 and 7 are going to be only single crochet. Okay, perfect. Row number 7 is completed, and now from now you can stop. Okay, it's going to be just like that. Continue on row number 8. Okay, row number 8, we're going to start with 4 single crochet. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we're going to make 1 decrease. 1. Okay, only 1 decrease. Then we're going to make 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to make another decrease. Okay, then we're going to finish with 2 single crochet. Okay, on the next 3 rows, row number 9, 10 and 11 is going to be only single crochet. Okay, guys, so row number from 9 to 11 I completed them. We're gonna move on to row number 12. On row number 12 we're gonna start with 5 single crochet. Sorry, row number 12 we're going to start with 5 single crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then you're going to make a decrease. Okay, then you're going to make 5 single crochet again. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we are left with 2 single crochet. We're going to make a decrease. So it's basically 5 single crochet decrease times 2. Okay, row number 13 and 14 are going to be only single crochet. Okay, single crochet for the 2 next rows. Okay, row number 14 complete. Row number 15 we're going to make 4 single crochet decrease times 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make a decrease and we're going to repeat 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we are just gonna make a decrease. Okay, so this is row number 15. Row number 16 is going to be 3 single crochet decrease times 2, and like I told you, you have to stuff it as you go. Okay, okay, so row number 16, three single crochet, 1, 2, 3. Then you're gonna make 1 decrease, then 1, 2, 3 and a decrease. Then you're gonna place our stitch marker. Okay, And lastly, we're going to do our last round. It's going to be round number 17. We're going to just make decreases. Okay, we're going to make 4 decreases because we have 8 single crochet round. Okay, so you're going to make 4 decreases to close this trunk. Okay, so this is your first decrease. Oh, sorry, so sorry. Okay, let's stuff it first. We don't want to, because it's going to be the last round, so let's stuff it first. Okay, now just let's close it. So 4 decreases. Okay, just like that. You can cut. Okay, just try to fasten it off. Okay guys, so this is the head, looking beautiful. Now there's one thing we're gonna do to make this head perfect. Okay, take your yarn and your needle, just cut a small piece and make sure you double. Then make a knot, like a big knot. Okay, just come here on, like on the middle of the eyes. You're going to try to bring this knot inside. Yeah, just like that. Then you're going to try to bring this yarn here on the top of the trunk. Okay, so okay, see, just like that. And then you're just going to try to gently pull and see how it's bending. See how it bends it, right? Or you just make it curve. That's what we want. Okay, like that. Then you're just going to make sure that you can bring the yarn somewhere to fasten it off. Okay guys, so that's it for the head and the trunk. You can see it's a little curved over here, and that's the goal. Okay, so that's it. We move on to the next steps. Okay, Okay guys, so I'm going to show you how to make the ears. You can see here that I made one already. I'm just going to show you how to make these beautiful ears. Okay, you're going to start with pink. Okay, so grab your yarn and you're going to start with a magic ring. Okay, you're going to start with by making a chain first, then you're going to make 6 single crochet in that magic ring. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'm gonna bring a stitch marker on so you can put the first, put it on the last stitch. Okay, row number 2, you're gonna make 6 increases, meaning we're gonna increase each stitch. Sometimes that first one is a little tricky, so I have to find a way with a needle. Okay, just right there. So you're gonna make 6 increases and make sure you count. You'll have 12 at the end of this row. That's 1 increase, 2, 3, 4, 5, the last one, 6. Gonna make a chain. You're gonna mark your last stitch. Okay, you're gonna do one last row. Okay, let me show you something. As you can see here, we have this little part and this big part, so you're gonna make 2 different pieces, one which is this one and the biggest one which is I'm going to show you. So we are making the smallest one, this one, because after we're going to join it together. Okay, so we're going to make one last round to close this small part. Okay, in the last round we're going to do 1 single crochet and increase. Okay, so 1 single crochet and the next one is going to be an increase, 1 single crochet, next one is going to be increase, single crochet, and on the last stitch, on the stitch marker, I'm going to make an increase. Okay, so this is the little part. We're just gonna cut it and just pull. Okay, so that's how you make the small part. I'm just going to put it aside, and now we're going to do the big part. It's going to be the same beginning. We're going to start the same way with 6 single crochet in magic ring. Okay, so 1, 2, 5, 6. Then I'm just going to pull. Okay, I'm going to make my stitch, put my stitch mark over there. Then we're just going to start like this one. Okay, so the next round is going to be 6 increases, and the round after that's going to be 1 single crochet increase. It's going to be, so just start exactly like this. Okay, so we're going to make six increases. Okay, that's 1, 2, and 6. Okay, 6 increases. I'm going to mark it. The next row is going to be 1 single crochet increase. Okay, 1 single crochet, and the next one's going to be increase, 1 single crochet and increase, 1 single crochet, then increase. Okay, we're going to make one last round. It's going to be 2 single crochet and increase. Okay, 2 single crochet. The next one is increase. The last one, 1, 2, and increase. Okay, so that's how you make the big one. Now you're going to leave a little tail and just cut. Okay, something like that. You can pull. Okay, so you have your 2 parts. Part ready. We're gonna join them together. Okay, just gonna put it like this and sew it together. Okay, take your needle. Okay, so just like that. Okay, now you're gonna take pink. I'm gonna go round. You're gonna make some single crochet round. You're gonna make 2 single crochet increase all round. Okay, so you can just start here. Start by making a chain. Then we're gonna make 2 single crochet increase. Okay, so just start 1, 2, and the next one I'm going to make an increase. You can add this tail just behind 1. In the same I'm going to make another one, so 2 single crochet, so the chain doesn't count, okay, as a single crochet. So just count 1, 2, and the third one is going to be increase. You're going to just keep repeating that. 2 single crochet, increase. That's 1, 2, and the next one is going to be increase. Okay, now I can cut this. Okay, just going to continue, do single crochet, increase until you get here. Okay, until you reach here. Okay, so I just reached the first where I started. I'm just gonna, before I finish this last one, I'm just gonna keep my 2 loops on the hook. Then I'm just gonna bring the other color. And then I'm going to go round one more time, but this time I'm just going to make a single crochet. Okay, no increases. You can just slip stitch here to close. Okay, we have our 2 ears already. That's how they look like. Now, before we sew everything together, I'm just going to make the tail. Okay, the tail. So bring your blue yarn on. This one is very quick and simple. So you're going to start with 6 single crochet in a magic ring. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, here we are not doing any increases. Okay, we're just gonna go round until we reach 9 rows or 9 rounds. Okay, so no increases, just keep going round until you reach 9 rounds. Okay. Okay, so when you reach this stitch marker, you can even take it off. You can just keep going round. Okay, this is the third, so you just go round until you get 9 rows, and that's it. The next thing to do, I'm just going to add the ears to the head before we sew the head onto the body. It's going to make things easier. Okay, so just have a grab your ears. I'm going to sew them from row number 3 from the top until row number 10. Okay, count 1, 2, 3. So you're going to start sewing on row number 3. I'm just going to go all the way until you reach row number 10. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. This is row number 3. So row number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So when you reach row number 10, you have to stop there. Okay, I'm going to go through once again. So I'm going to sew in going up one again because I want it to be sturdy, right? Okay, it's going to be just like that. You're going to try to fasten off, or something I'm going to do, you can just bring, if you have enough yarn left on the needle, you can just bring it to the other side to sew the other ear, right? Okay, you're going to do the same thing, count 1, 2, 3. So 3 is here. Just gonna sew the other ear over there. Okay, I'm just gonna fasten off. Okay, just like that. Okay, now we're gonna add it to the body. Okay, for this purpose you have to double your yarn. Okay, to sew the hair to the body, I like to double the yarn because I like it to look like strong enough. Okay, you don't want your hair to be wiggling, right? Okay, so just find a middle. This is a little challenging, but you can do it, right? So as you can see here, I have this is a long hook for knitting. It's a knitting hook. You see, if you have something like this to hold the hair to the body, it will be perfect, so they can allow you to sew. Okay, so just find the middle, the sweet spot, put your head on and just start sewing. Okay, I know it might be a little challenging, but you can do it. I'm just gonna start sewing this. So you're gonna go back, up and down. So you go on the head, you come back to the neck, or to the body. Just go up and down until you make the whole round. Okay, so when you get here where you started sewing, you're just going to go one more time. Okay, you're just going to go around one more time. So I did it twice, so I went round twice just to make sure that is very well sewn. Now I'm just gonna hide this yarn and just cut it. Okay, I can just cut it. Okay, now I'm gonna sew the tail. Oh, I think I have something. Okay. Okay, you just have to place your tail. You don't stop it. I don't stop the tail. Okay, I'll just place it somewhere. Okay, so that's the little tail over there. And one last thing, we're gonna make her some makeup. I'm gonna give her a little blush. Okay, we're just gonna bring it to the other side, do the same thing. Okay, now I'm just gonna fasten off. Usually I just hide the yarn somewhere in, just like that. Okay, then you just got it. Yeah, just like that.